Exploring the theme parks of Orlando can be a literal expedition. Tens of thousands of steps, humidity like you're inside an actual oven, and changeable weather from bright sunshine one minute to thunderstorms the next. What you bring with you in your theme park day bag can make the experience a lot more comfortable and less of a washout. In this video, we'll go over some items you'll need to bring with you that you maybe weren't expecting, so you can be fully prepared for a day in the Orlando theme parks. These tips are great for first-time visitors and maybe some you haven't thought of for the repeat visitor that could be game-changing. I'm lucky enough to be a regular Orlando tripper and we're always learning new ways to make our trips even better. So let's take a look at some recommendations on what to pack in your theme park day bag. Hey, this is Stu for Out and Back Travel. I make videos like this one to help inspire your own theme park travel adventures. If you like this video and find the information helpful in some way, please help me out by smashing that like button and consider subscribing, as that really helps me out on YouTube. Thank you. Let's get straight into it then. What you'll need to bring with you for a comfortable day in the Orlando theme parks. Tip number 1, be prepared to bring your ID. Nothing quite hits the spot like a cold, refreshing vacation beverage, you know. I can't tell you how many times I've left my ID back in the hotel room and come away empty-handed. Ugh. Unlike back home where you may be used to Challenge 25 to buy age-restricted products, everyone has to show ID in America. And they might not accept an overseas driving license, so it's always a good idea to have your passport with you if you really want to get that alcoholic beverage. And it's not just the purchase of alcohol. If you're picking up your theme park tickets from a will call desk, they may require your ID to prove that you are who you say you are, so your tickets don't get handed out to a random person. So make sure you have your ID with you and enjoy an Isla Nublar IPA or the chomp chomp chompery of the Ocean Attack. Tip number 2 is to be prepared with comfortable footwear. As I always say, Orlando is a marathon, not a sprint. You'll be walking absolute miles every day around these huge theme parks in humid, so sweaty conditions, and you might get splashed from rain or the rides, so you really need shoes that are broken in and breathable to help keep up with the go 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 pace of the Orlando parks. And this leads us neatly into tip number 3, which is to be prepared with a change of footwear. Now hear me out here. You have to wear your footwear for safety reasons on most of the rides, including the water rides. So if you're about to get completely waterboarded on Popeye and Bluto's Bulls Wrap barges, it is ridiculously wet, sorry for spoilers there. It can be a good idea to invest in some water shoes, or dare I say it, Crocs. That way you can keep your actual day footwear dry safely inside the locker while you enjoy this good old soaking on the water rides. At home in the UK, the supermarkets usually sell these water shoes or aqua shoes or pool shoes, whatever you want to call them, for less than £10 in the summer months, when they also think everyone needs a wetsuit. These water shoes are also quite small, so it's easy to squish them up inside your bag so they don't take up too much room. I've also got friends who recommend packing a change of socks so they can put on dry, clean socks if the sweating and the water rides and the weather takes its toll. But water shoes, Crocs, flip-flops and even a spare pair of dry socks can come in so handy for tip number 4, which is to be prepared for wet weather. Not only is it the water rides in Orlando that can give you a good old soaking, the Florida weather can be ready at any second to literally rain on your parade. It's always best to pack a rain jacket, umbrella or poncho before you head to the parks. Ponchos at Walt Disney World will currently set you back around $12, so for a family of 4, that's a $50 sting. Yikes, it really adds up quickly. It's always a good tip to buy your ponchos in advance from a dollar store or a supermarket, who often carry these inexpensive ponchos that can be used as a budget-friendly option. Online retailers like Amazon offer a wide variety of ponchos that often come in multi-packs with prices that can be significantly lower than the in-park purchase price of just a single poncho, so always a good idea to buy them in advance. I always take my trusty collapsible rain jacket that squishes into a tube so it's a little bit easier to store in the park bag, and I can quickly whip it out if I'm going on a water ride or the weather takes a sudden downpour. You might also want to think about keeping your phone dry in the rain or the water rides, so a top tip is to bring some Ziploc style bags that can seal your phone or valuables dryly away inside your bag while you enjoy the splish splosh splashing. Tip number 5 is to be prepared for hot weather. As well as the rain, you might have to also be prepared for the heat, so of course we're talking sunscreen, hats and sunglasses to keep you protected. You might also want to consider a cooling tower or portable fan if that helps get you through the heat. Wearing the right clothing can help so much, so choosing lightweight, breathable fabrics. Opt for loose-fitting clothing made from materials like cotton, linen, bamboo, or moisture-wicking polyester blends. Light colours are key as that reflects the heat, while dark colours will absorb it, making you feel hotter. So bad news for those of us wanting to wear our Halloween Horror Nights wardrobe. Curse you, sun. Tip number 6 is be prepared to stay hydrated. The best way to beat the heat in the Florida theme parks is to stay hydrated, as that humid climate can quickly lead to dehydration. It's a good tip to carry a collapsible or easily portable water bottle with you. There are so many more water bottle refill stations popping up around the parks and resorts now, which offer nice filtered, chilled, drinkable water compared to the weird metal tasting water from the drinking fountains of old. And at the Universal parks, of course, you have the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, which offer free water. You don't need to have the Freestyle cup to access that. So there's lots of handy extra places to keep yourself hydrated, and have a look inside the restaurant and snack carts, as there's usually a place to get some water for free too. Stay hydrated, folks, it's so important. Tip number 7 is be prepared for wear and tear. Let's get real, friends. We're going to be out in the parks getting lots of steps in the hot, humid, sweaty and sometimes wet conditions, so skin is going to rub together and there's going to be friction. So it's crucial, can you see where I'm going with this, to keep our flaps and chaps supported with some good underwear, and consider pre-gaming with some anti-chafe cream or liquid talc. Let's keep our sweaty tits and bits from irritation when negotiating the Florida humidity. I told you we keep it real out in back travel, friends. Come on. This is going to be life-changing for you when you're out there. If I haven't stressed enough already, the stress your poor feet will be under getting all those steps in, maybe consider having some blister plasters or even a soothing foot mask or foot cream ready for yourself back in the hotel for some long needed feet recovery on a night time. So friends, we're reaching our final tip and all the things you need to bring with you to prepare for the best possible day at the Orlando theme parks. And with so many items, you might think you need a husky drawn sled or a Sherpa team to carry these provisions with you, and that's why tip number 8 is about compromising and getting the balance right and not packing too much or overpacking. You're going to have to carry your bag with you around all day, so the more efficient you can pack and less weight you have to carry around, the better. If there's a group of you, try and divide the items amongst everyone so you can lighten the load by sharing it. Also remember, at Disney World, the bag has to go with you on the rides, so think about that, as your bag will need to quickly be slotted in between your feet, especially doing the loop-de-loops of Rock and Roller Coaster. Your bag's going for that fun ride with you, so a bag you can quickly and easily get in and out of the ride car with is always a good idea. At Universal, your bag may have to go into a complimentary locker for safety while you ride selected rides, and those lockers are tiny. They measure 14 by 5.5 by 16.9 inches, or that's 35.5 by 13.9 by 42.9 centimeters. On some of the rides at Universal, they do allow a fanny pack or crossbody bag to go with you, as long as it's not going to interfere with your safety restraints, so that can be another practical way of avoiding having packed too much with you for the day. So in summary, here are the things you'll need to bring with you to be prepared for an awesome day at the Orlando theme parks. Your ID, preferably your passport if you want to get an alcoholic drink, comfortable footwear that's broken in and going to take those many thousands of steps each day, a change of footwear for when things get a little wetter, if it's raining or there's water rides on the horizon, preparation for wet weather including the umbrella, rain jacket or ponchos. On the flip side, being prepared for hot weather including sunscreen, sunglasses, a hat and of course a water bottle to stay hydrated. Clothing and creams and plasters to prepare your skin for the wear and tear, and importantly the right sized bag, small and light enough to carry around all you'll need every day and to fit inside those ride lockers when you need to. So what items on the list surprised you? Are there any on the list that don't work for yourself? And are there any items or tips that I missed that you take with you for a day at the theme parks in Orlando? Please share them in the comments below so we can learn from each other's experience and improve our Orlando theme park game. Thank you so much for watching. I love everything Orlando, so it's always a pure joy to be making videos like this and sharing tips with like-minded people on YouTube. So if you have enjoyed this, please do drop me a like because that really helps me out. And remember, until next time, stay safe on the way out and back.